Hi, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel today. I'm working on another project for my everyday journal, and if you girls from Australia would probably recognise these. These are the cutlery packs they give you now if you go to the pub for a pub meal. Everybody was collecting them for me. I had quite a stash, but I'm quietly getting through them. So yeah, I'm going to use one of these today, and they measure 8 inches tall by 3 inches wide. Okay, what I've done is I have cut mine down to size in order to fit the page in my journal. It's slightly over 5 3/4. And it's just a tad under the 3 inches. So I've just taken a slither off the side, slither off this end, and the difference between 8 and whatever I said there, 5 3/4 and 8. Okay, so that's about 2 1/4 I've taken off the top. Now, what I want to do is straighten this out a bit. There we go. I have some digital paper here, and I'll list where I got this from at the bottom. Just trying to pick one that I think I might like. I think I might like that one on the inside. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the inside with this piece of paper. So in order to do that, I'm going to glue this and adhere the paper. I'll be back once that's done. Okay, so there we are. That's adhered, and I have folded it and given it a good press on that score line. Okay. So there we go. Now what I want to do is I want to have a little pocket here, and I've got this piece of card which is a portion of a product card, and I want to make a pocket to go on here, but I want to cut this at an angle. So what I might do, I might cover it first and then trim it. Yeah. So I'll use that, or will I use that? No, I think I'll use that. Okay. So I think I want it from here down to about here. There we go. That's not too bad. I didn't lose too much of the typewriter. Okay, so that's that side done. Okay. I'm going to stitch all around this eventually, so I might just leave that for now and get back to this bit. One side, this side is going to be glued to the page, so this side is the side that will open. Okay, I'll go and sort some papers and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut my piece of paper to fit on the front page, and I've left a tiny border all the way around. I've also cut from the strip that I took off the top of this card. I doubled it over and cut a piece that was, how wide is that? It's about 3/4 inch wide, and 3/4 inch, let me just get that right. Yeah, it's about 3/4 inch square, doubled over, And then I used my hole punch and punched a hole in the centre, leaving enough space this side to glue down. Okay, see that? Hang on, there we go. So I've got more space on this side to glue it under the paper so that this piece sticks out beyond the folder. Okay, so I'm going to give that a bit of an ink before I fit it. What I also did was round the front edge corners. Okay, just to finish them off a bit. Okay, so you can see I rounded these corners here. And I want to put that on approximately halfway. So I say 6, so 3, slightly more. That will go on to the front at about that point. Okay, so I'm lining up this side of the circle with the edge of the cardstock, the folder. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Just under. It's about there. Okay, that's glued down. Just give that chance to. I put a little piece of paper tape over. Remembering that I've left a border, so I don't want that visible. Okay. Right, let's glue this down. Actually, we won't use craft glue stick, we'll use the art glitter glue. Okay, so we want a narrow border all round. Oops. A bit of glue on here somewhere. Okay, so that bit of the folder is done. And the idea is that I'm going to put some twine behind this and glue it so that it comes all the way around, and we'll finish it off this side. Okay. That piece goes on there. Okay, so I'm ready to start decorating. Now I've picked 2 different colours for twine. I like that one, but I think I'm going to sew around in black, so I'm not sure. I might choose the black. For this page, what I want to do is add a little notebook, a little notepad really. And I've cut some tea-dyed papers, and the plan is to stitch across the top of here. It'll need a bit of a trim, and then adhere the back of this piece of card, and I've just measured a piece that is about 1.5 inches and folded it in half. Okay, so that will sit, it'll get stitched first and then glued to this page. Now the pocket I'm going to decorate a little bit, and then this one, the pocket is decorated with these. That's it. And don't forget it's going to be stitched as well, so this is going on here. That's right. This goes on here, and I've also got, where are they? This piece, and I've cut, or punched rather, and glued to some craft card these numbers 1, 2, 3. and they're going the right way round, hopefully, along here. So this goes here purely for decoration, no pockets on the front. I've got a couple of extra pieces here. I might add this down here. So I guess we could glue these pieces down before we stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so that's all stitched. I've stitched around this little pocket, and I decided to stitch that on its own because otherwise it's just too thick. I don't think my machine would cope. I've stitched all around the front page, and then I've stitched around here too. Don't forget, this is going to be glued down. Okay, so yes, I also did the little notepad, and I've given that a bit of ink. A bit more across there. Okay. Now, you might have noticed on the front, I added a bit of red. I couldn't resist. So that's gone in too. So now we need to adhere this and make sure it goes right to the edge, that one. Let's put this in first. Okay, hot glitter glue. And I've gone round with a bone folder over the stitches just to smooth those holes down that the machine needle leaves. Just helps it adhere a little better. So I've just done across the bottom and down this side. So it's more of a tuck than a pocket. And I'm going to go right to the edge there. Yep. Okay. It just needs to be weighted down a little. Like that. Okay, and we'll add some glue to the top of this. Because I stamped filed to the front of this little folder, I didn't put this down, so I'm going to put that on this page. Just make sure I get this in right. So we want to be able to close the folder without it being an issue. Now I know it's not, because I didn't allow a spine, I know it's going to be a bit close, but that's fine. It's going to be tied anyway. And I'm going to glue this up here. So I thought just at the top of that page. There we go. Oops. Now, that's adhered well. So the next thing is to make a card to go in there. And what I wanted to do was just use another piece of paper from this pack. And I've picked this one because it has this line of butterflies down here. And I've worked it out that I want my tag to be about 2.5 inches, I think. Yes, 2.5. So I've folded in just a small amount there, scored a line at 2.5 once that was in, and they're not quite centre, but that's not too bad. And now I'm going to trim down from this score line, and I said that was 2.5, so I want to trim down about 2.25 So I'm using the score line as the starting point, and I will just use my blade and cut down here. Put that over there. So now that will, there's about 1/4 of an inch to attach there. Which I quite like that way. I want to be able to see that. Let me see. How tall is it? Cut to there. Yeah. I might work around that. Glue it down this way. Just have a look at this. Yeah. I'm going to go just beyond that point and cut it. I need to trim my blade down a bit. It's going blunt. There we go. See how straight that was. Not bad. Okay. And I think I will take it down to the start of that 5. So that will fit in our pocket, like so. Okay, we'll glue this down and I'll be right back. So there's a tag. And I've added this whale tail tab to the top, just stamped it with a couple of stamps both sides, and that should slot into our pocket quite nicely. Oops, there we go. Right, now let's do the cord. So let's see, how much do we need to tie there? About there. Should be enough. Okay. Right. So this is about where we want it to be on the back. Where's my glue? And I'm going to add some of my paper tape. Just add a bit more here. Better. Okay, so where's my page? We are done, aren't we? Yep. So we'll get the bits. Move that out the way. Here's our page. It's going on this page. My little journal is getting really quite full. And I'm going to put it about there. So do I need to do anything else on that page? No. Having the red here just brought that in. So let's open her up flat. Oops. It's my vellum. I say flat. We'll try it as flat as it will go. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. All right, let's add some glue. And I think I'm going to go with the boils. Or maybe I'll add boils in the middle and a bit of the other one, craft. You know what I mean. The heat's getting to me now. The sun has got quite warm. Art glitter glue was what I meant. And the challenge now is to get this on reasonably straight. Oh dear. Bit extra across there. Okay, here we go. Hang on, which way's up? Yeah, that's the top. And I think that's about it. Come down a smidge. Maybe we'll do it this way. Yeah. That's a bit confusing, seeing that poking out the top. Okay, that's it. That's our little folio, if you like. Quite nice. Open her up. And there's a little tag in here. And a notepad for any journaling there. Yeah, happy with that. And if I'd had more space, I could have done all sorts. But that's not bad. I'll settle for that. I've got glue all over my fingers. Got it the first time. Now, come on. There we go. That'll do. Okay, I hope you liked that one. Hope it wasn't too long-winded. I tried to video it slightly differently rather than have you go through all the messing around, just explaining what I'm doing and then going off and doing it and showing it you've finished. I'll have to put the vellum pocket back in, the vellum page. Cheers. Okay, there you go. Well, I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Thanks for calling past. See you later. Bye. Well, I wasn't quite finished. I looked at that tag and thought it needed a bit extra, so I've added another label and some washi just to finish off inside the pocket.